Third and final question. Suggestions on meals for trying to cut that are budget friendly.
As odd as this is going to sound, it's eating healthy. It's eating natural foods. Chicken, beef. I buy grass-fed organic beef for under $4 a pound at Earth Fare.
That's
Fresh,
pretty good.
grass-fed, all that good stuff. Now, maybe you don't have an Earth Fare near you or whatever. Well, you can still buy chicken. Beef really isn't that expensive. Stay away from the frozen shit. Stay away from the box stuff and eat natural. Now, depending on where you live, fruits and vegetables and stuff like that get a little bit more expensive because maybe they have to import them or whatever it is. But chicken and rice. How much is a 10-pound bag of rice?
Maybe $12.
$12?
I don't know. We'll just say that rice is probably your most effective carb price-wise.
Yeah. Then you have potatoes.
Rice and potatoes.
Potatoes are cheap as hell too. Then you have chicken. You can get canned tuna. That's another thing. Get some beef when it's on sale. Stock up. Throw it in the freezer. It's really just eating healthy. People think that it's so hard, it's so expensive to eat healthy, when in reality, it is way cheaper. You're spending way more money buying this shit that is processed in a factory and in a test tube or whatever the hell, however food's made now. You're spending way more money for that than you are just natural food that nature provides.
If you're on a budget, depending on what your budget is, that could get a little redundant. But as long as you shape your mind to that and know why you're doing it, it'll get way easier.
Well, here's the thing. You don't have the money to be picky.
Yeah.
Let's address that. If you're having to shop budget friendly, then you don't have the money to be picky. If you really want to get different foods and stuff like that, move the money needle more. Save your money in other aspects. Cancel the Netflix subscription. I know it's only like $12 a month, but either way, how much beef is that? A couple pounds. It's a lot of damn chicken. Just doing little things like that to cut back on your budget in other areas. So it's also being okay. It's like you said, it's being okay with being redundant. I eat the same thing every
day.
Single day. And it has been like this for 5+ years now. And I love it because I have so much other shit going on in my life that the last thing I want to think about is what I'm going to eat. I know exactly what I'm going to eat because I eat it every day and I love what I eat. So maybe that's another thing too. Finding foods that you like, that you're okay with eating every day. And you can always mix it up with say with beef and rice, I started putting salsa on it lately. Salsa is $2 for a jar of it. And it makes it a completely different meal almost.
I do that with a lot of my prep food. I'll prep my chicken kind of neutrally and then use it in different things,
Yeah.
If I'm feeling, maybe some pasta, I could put it in pasta. If taco bowls are a big thing for me.
Taco bowls.
Yeah, man, I eat them every day. And it just, it adds variety so you don't get, tired of what you're eating.
Let's go through a list real quick because I got some popping up.
Of just foods in general?
Yeah, so we got oatmeal,
eggs, chicken, rice,
potatoes, beef.
Depending on your budget, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
ground beef.
There you go. And, breakfast, eggs, oatmeal, lunch, however many meals you're eating that day, chicken and rice. But, you don't have to eat plain chicken and rice either. You can spice it up and
you can make it
do some
delicious.
stuff with it. Yeah.
The food
Easy.
that I cook I get disappointed when I go out to eat now because it's never good. Every time I go out to eat with friends or whatever it is, which isn't very often, but when I do, I'm always disappointed. Honestly, I would rather just be eating beef and rice right now. It's the best. But it's also it's realizing why you're doing this. Why are you eating healthy? Why are you watching your budget? It's because you want a better quality of life. You want more for yourself, and it's reminding yourself of that. Does chicken and rice get just absolutely not appealing anymore? Absolutely.
All the fucking time.
All the
dude.
time. But at the same time, it's just food. Food is not necessarily here for pleasure. The reason we get pleasure from food is because that's nature's way of making us want to go out and hunt and gather it. Well, we don't have to hunt and gather anymore, so we just think that we need to enjoy all of our food. Food is here for your survival. You eat food for energy. That way you can be alive. Now, if nature didn't provide us with this just urge to get the best food possible, well, then we wouldn't have much ambition to go out there and get it. Well, now we don't have to go out there and get it. We just drive down the road and go to the store. So it's acknowledging that as well. Why do I want all of this delicious, so to say, food like pizza and shit like that? Because it's an evolution thing. It's not really you. It's a part of evolution. There's something in your brain that wants you to get this delicious food because that's nature's way of saying, okay, well, if I really want it, then I'm going to work harder to go get it. But like I said, that doesn't really matter to us anymore because we don't have to hunt and gather. We just go to the damn store. So it's acknowledging all these different things. Why are you doing this? I'm doing this because I want a better quality of life. I want to be in better shape. I want to be healthier. That way I can perform better in every other aspect of my life because that's what it starts with. Sleep and food. You get your sleep and food, on lock, the rest of life is going to be a lot easier for you. But what do we neglect the most?
Both of those.
Food and sleep.
Oh, I slept 4 hours last night. I can still make it to the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ate like
But
shit.
No.
Right. We want all of this.
Go home and go to sleep.
We want all of these different things. We want to be in better shape. We want to make more money. We got a crush on this girl and we want her to like us. We want to do this. We want to do that. But we aren't willing to really just buckle down on the two main things that matter the most. That's going to allow us to get all of this different stuff that we want. And that's sleep and food. And making sure that we eat the quality food that's going to allow us to perform. And that's another motivator. Why am I eating this? I'm eating this because I want to perform to the best of my ability. That way I can go into the gym and this food is actually helping me with my workout. I'm not going to McDonald's and eating fries just because it's calories. No, like there's a difference between good calories and bad calories. Loading up on junk food just for the sake of calories just makes you a fat, unhealthy fuck long term. Might work for you for a second, especially if you're on gear. Then you get juicy as shit on it. But it doesn't work for most people. So it's realizing that, okay, why am I eating this bland ass food that once again does not have to be bland?
No.
Why am I doing this? Because I want to perform and be the best version of myself possible. And this is where it starts. I also want to save money. That way I can maybe invest it. That way I can maybe buy a nicer house. That way I can get a nicer car. Because my car out here has fucking been on its last tire for, whatever it is.
The best investment is you. And like you said, food is one of those things that you're putting into your body to make yourself better. And I have a challenge for everyone. Try to go budget friendly because when you do, you start, like you said, you stop buying all the frozen box shit, all the shit in packages, all the shit that's, soaked in shit that's not good for us. You start to buy more natural foods when you start to budget.
You also start to prefer those foods.
Because of how it makes you feel. Once you understand that, eating real food and not processed shit makes you feel 10 times better, that's enough as is.
It should be at least.
Yeah.
It should be. And we're not saying like you can't enjoy yourself every once in a while, guys.
No,
Like,
Sunday's my cheat day. I fast and then cheat on Sundays. I eat some shit, but it's balance.
But yeah, it is balanced. But this is budget friendly. So if you're struggling with money and you want to get your shit together with your meals, just stick to the natural stuff. Chicken, rice, potatoes,
eggs, oatmeal.
And
that's kind of
really
honestly,
all you
damn
need. If you really want to get fancy, buy some fruits and vegetables, but you don't need that. But what you do need is some damn protein. And then the carbs, that's why you don't necessarily need carbs, right? You could go full ketogenic and not eat carbs at all, but it's more expensive. Carbs are a cheaper way to consume those good, clean calories in order to fuel your body. That's the reality of it.
And you're going to feel more satiety from your meals. You eat, you can say you're eating chicken and rice. You're going to have a natural cooked chicken and rice. You're going to have more food, more bulk of food when it comes to that. And calorie wise versus eating like a prepackaged piece of chicken and, some carbs that have went with it.
So if you look at it from that perspective, it's more satisfying.
Yeah, you're going to have more food with more natural options.
That your body's also going to digest quicker. which is going to allow you to perform better. It all comes full
That's
circle,
it.
guys.